Hi, my name is Dan and I'm a senior product designer working primarily on the records management product here at Mark43. I joined Mark43 in September of 2021, and today I'm going to talk about the tools the design team uses both across software and hardware. Our software can be broken down into design tools, research, communication and collaboration, and documentation and process. So the design team's primary design tool is Figma. Previously, the team used Sketch, but migrated over to Figma in February of 2021, largely to accommodate a rapidly growing remote team and to allow designers, engineers, and product team members to collaborate seamlessly. We use Figma for all design, prototyping, and presentation work, as well as taking advantage of a number of plugins in order to make our workflows more efficient. Transitioning to Figma was a little bit of a learning curve for myself, moving over from a Sketch background, but as a remote employee across a different time zone to the majority of the team, the collaboration benefits of Figma far outweigh that learning curve. The design team also has access to the Adobe Creative Suite if any projects necessitate. And moving on to research tools, we use Dovetail for transcription of interviews, tagging and analyzing research sessions, Sprig, which we leverage for evaluating the existing user experience and getting feedback on designs from users through unmoderated testing. And for any wider surveys, the team will use Google Forms. So for collaboration and communication, we have a number of different tools. Our primary communication tool across Mark43 is Slack. And the design team has a number of channels that we and other Mark43 employees can leverage. Just a few examples are design feedback, which does what it says on the tin. Designers can post questions, files, screenshots, and request general or specific feedback whilst providing some high-level context into the problem space the design is trying to solve. The design school channel is for all things learning and training. So articles, courses, blog posts, webinars, all examples of medium that can find its way onto the design school channel, so that every designer has the opportunity for visibility on how they can up their skills and knowledge. We also utilize a number of ask channels that allow all members of Mark43 to ask design related questions to the team. FigJam started as a collaboration tool between designers, replacing InVision and Lucidchart as the primary tool for whiteboarding and exploration. However, it's not just the design team. Our engineers and product team members are also now using FigJam over their previous tools. As Mark43 is a predominantly remote-based company, it's harder for those impromptu conversations and collaboration that would typically take place if everyone was in an office. So the design team uses Around to try and replicate this. Around is like a meeting platform, but we've kind of repurposed it to allow the team to co-work remotely. And we also use the Google Suite heavily. Gmail is our email tool, and for more formal calls and meetings, we use Google Calendar and Meets. Moving on to documentation and process, Confluence is our source of truth in the R&D division. Product design and now engineering are required to use Confluence as our main hub for documentation. This is where we house meeting minutes, vision specs, research notes, amongst a variety of other documents. We use Jira for all engineering, ticket, and task tracing. And some teams also use Jira for non-product and non-development related tasks. As mentioned previously, we use the full Google Suite, and there will be times when the team uses Sheets for data recording and Slides for presentations that are created outside of Figma. Moving on to hardware, all Mark43 designers are supplied with a 13 or 15-inch MacBook Pro with the choice of size at the discretion of the designer. Every employee is also given the option of being provided with an external monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Each employee also has an allowance for additional equipment such as headphones, monitor mounts, standing desks, and everything purchased under this allowance belongs to Mark43. However, for remote employees, each team member also receives a home office allowance, which can be used to purchase home office related equipment or furniture. And anything purchased under this allowance belongs to the employee, not the company. In some company locations, designers can also be provided with mobile devices, tablets, MDTs, and wearables for testing purposes. And if a designer chooses to use their own device for anything Mark43 related, email, Slack, or testing designs, then the company provides a monthly stipend as a reimbursement.